How to get a trident in Minecraft. Tridents are a fun weapon in Minecraft as they can be used as a ranged weapon and are especially useful against aquatic mobs like the guardians, and can be used with elytra in the rain to increase the flight speed. In this video I'm going to explain the two ways of getting tridents. One is from the drowned and the new ways through the vaults in the trial chambers. Let's start with getting a trident from a drowned. The drowned have a 6.25% chance in Java and 15% in Bedrock of spawning with a trident. The drowned have an 8.5% chance to drop the trident when killed, and this will increase by 1% chance with each level of looting on your sword. The maximum level of looting is 3, so you can have an 11.5% chance of dropping a trident. To give you an idea of how rare this is, in Java Edition 1 in 16 drowned will spawn with a trident. Of those drowned with a trident, it could take 9 drowned before getting a trident, so it could take up to 150 drowned to get 1 trident. There are 2 ways to get the drowned to spawn. The first is through a biome. Drowned can spawn in any ocean biome or river biome. Drowned spawn at a light level of 0. In oceans, the drowned will spawn in flowing or water source blocks from sea level down to 6 blocks in Java. In Bedrock, drowned will spawn in groups of 2 to 4, in water 2 blocks or taller, and at the highest Y level, so they will spawn at the ocean surface. In Java Edition, the spawn weight of drowned in the ocean is very low. For example, in the ocean it is 5 of 520, that means there is less than a 1% chance of a drowned spawning. In comparison, in Bedrock it is 100 of 520 spawn weight. The second biome is the rivers. In Java Edition with rivers, drowned do not have the same requirements for height in the world, so they can spawn at any level. Bedrock Edition still has the same height requirements. Also, there is an increased chance of the drowned spawning in river biomes. In the rivers, the drowned have the same spawning weight as the creeper. The reasons for this is that rivers are a smaller area, and for the drowned to spawn here, they have to have an increased spawn weight to spawn as much as the oceans. This means the river is a good spot to build a drowned farm, as it can be built high in the world to reduce other mobs from spawning and increases the amount of drowned that can spawn in that biome. The last spot is the ocean ruins. Ocean ruins are the best spot if you don't want to build a drowned farm but want a trident. There are 2 types of ocean ruins, the cold and warm. Both generate in ocean biomes. Cold ocean ruins will be composed of stone bricks and are found in the ocean, cold, frozen ocean, and their deep variants. Warm ocean ruins are made up of sandstone blocks and are found in the warm, lukewarm, and deep lukewarm oceans. One way to spot an ocean ruin is to look for light under the water, as there are sea lanterns that are a part of the ocean ruins. The ocean ruins are basically villages for the drowned. The size of the ocean ruins can vary quite a bit, from a single hut to a large amount of huts. The amount of drowned in the ocean ruin depends on the size of the ocean ruins. 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 drowned can spawn per a building. Once you have killed all the drowned, they will not respawn in the ocean ruins. This is the best spot to find the drowned, as there can be quite a few in one spot. Just be careful, as it can be overwhelming, especially if there is a drowned with a trident. Another biome that has increased chance of spawning drowned is the Dripstone caves. This is an underground biome that will have pointed dripstone blocks, and small pools of water. In Java Edition there's a 95 of 610 spawn weight, and Bedrock is 100 of 595. The chances of a drowned spawning in the biome are very low because there isn't much water in it. Also, it would be a very difficult location to place a farm because of the surrounding caves. You would have to light up all of the caves surrounding it. One other note is that you can turn zombies into drowned by submerging them in water. However, when they are converted, they never spawn holding a trident. How to get a trident through the vaults in the trial chamber. The new way to get the trident is through the trial chambers, and specifically the vault. The trial chamber is a new structure in this update found between -20 to -40 underground in the overworld. This would be 80 blocks below the surface. A trial chamber map can be bought from a cartographer villager. This map works the same as other explorer maps and leads you to a trial chamber. The trial chamber will be composed of the new tough and copper blocks. If you want to know more about finding a trial chamber of a card on the top right. Once you have found the trial chamber, there will be trial spawners and vaults found throughout the trial chamber. The trial spawners will spawn mobs when a player is within 14 blocks of it. These spawners will only spawn one type of mob in each category. There are simultaneous mobs. This is the amount of mobs that can be alive from a trial spawner at once. For most mobs, this is 3, the baby zombies is 2, and the breeze is 1. There's also the total mobs. This is the number of mobs that a trial spawner can spawn in total. For most mobs, this is 6, and for the breeze, it is 2. Once you have defeated the total mobs from a trial spawner, it will eject loot items. There is a 50% chance to eject a trial key. The trial spawner will eject loot items for each player it detects. The other 50% will be food and potions to help you with combat. The trial key can be used to unlock the vault. The vault will eject 3 to 6 loot items. There is a 25% chance to eject a unique loot item. The Trident is in this unique category of loot items. For the Trident, there is a 1.8% chance, or it could take opening 56 vaults to get a Trident. The Trident is the hardest item to get from a vault. It's hard to know the number of vaults in a trial chamber, as the trial chambers can generate differently depending on the rooms that are a part of it. The vault is found close to trial spawners and is in every room in the trial chamber, like the combat rooms, corridor, and entrance. It may take looting a few trial chambers and unlocking all the vaults to get a Trident. This is a difficult way of getting the Trident, but it is the only way to get it without the drown.